Good evening.
Good evening. A bookmaker.
Yeah, no, I've just caught that there. You
Yeah.
haven't presumably this hasn't been set up on the premise that you know what it is that we do.
I know who it is.
You know who I am. There's no
I
Waterstones connection.
no.
This
I
is
was
bookmaking. This is odds. This is
odds.
betting markets.
This is odds. This is the classic game. Black versus white. The game of chess.
There's no, again
There's
no chess involved with pretty much anything we do.
you
I
can
am a
bet
little
on.
bit worried at this point that you seem, you know how valuable my time is.
Mm.
You've wasted it once.
How valuable?
Um, um, well, it depends. It fluctuates. Markets move, but I'm worried you're underprepared for it at this point.
Listen,
For the
listen.
meeting that's about to take place.
What's your name?
Jonathan Spraggle.
Jonathon Spraggle.
Jonathan Spraggle from Spraggle Bet.
Oh, Spraggle bet. I've seen the advert.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Bet
we're
now.
sort of we've just launched. We've just done a launch campaign for. We're sort of one of the smaller, I guess, at the moment, upcoming bookmakers. My mum actually made that.
Mm.
Do you like it? The
Yeah.
logo? Quite nice. Isn't it? But yeah, we just wanted to get in touch and see if you were interested in some sort of potential sponsorship or something like that, or any way we can get
Right.
involved with the club.
A sponsorship, not for foils. Everyone. Something else entirely. Am I right? Just a bit of bantering there, Spraggle.
Again, my time's quite precious, so
It's precious. You,
business more so than pleasure for this call.
you a football man?
Love football. Love what you're doing at the club. I
Thank
know
you.
that I know well. Working in the betting industry, it's very clear that some don't like what you're doing at the club.
Huh?
Um,
What?
some of our biggest markets over the last 6 to 9 months have been, as you know, we run a very popular next managerial sacking market, which you've been one of the front runners for a little while. And I've had names popping up in the replacement manager market that I've not seen in a very long time.
What names?
I've seen Alan Kirbishley, but he's there by
Curbs.
tradition. He's there by tradition. I've seen Ian Dowie's name pop up.
Dows.
I've not seen him for 10 years or more since Stockport went to National League North.
Mm.
Kevin Nolan,
No,
4-1.
no, Knowles. Yeah, I know
Uh,
Knowlesy.
lot of chatter.
So there's, and what people are putting money on that?
Again, it does strike me that you've no idea how any of this works. So people will bet their hard-earned money. Good working people will bet their hard-earned money on you losing your job effectively,
Pound sterlings on that.
and they seem to be doing it with pleasure.
What about Pardsy? It's Dodo's Italian accent's asking.
Pardsy,
Pardsy?
Pardsy's always up for a spin. So he's in 6-1.
He was my mentor. Pardsy.
Master Apprentice.
We are with I should tell you, a lot of assistant managers in the room squashed in. There's not enough chairs.
Yeah, no, it's good to have everybody in. It's good to have.
Yeah.
I want everybody to, if we're gonna do something, I want everybody on board with it.
Listen, if you're gonna do something, you got to have everyone on board with it. That's what I always say, and I
That's
said
what we
that
both
first
said.
actually today.
We've said that.
I said that first. So bookmaking is the business. Spraggle bets. What is it? Is that right?
Spraggle bet.
And you got the
Spragle,
double G Spraggle
and then just bet on the end.
bet.
So where that's come from is obviously my name. Again, my mum came up with the name for it,
Jonathan Spraggle's
Jonathan Spraggles, but Spraggle's bet was taken.
Spraggle Rock.
Spraggle Rock, Spraggle bet.
Spraggle Rock, Spraggle Bet, of course. And that's, listen, look, you've come here, and I've some of the stuff you said here, I've thought was dubious. Is that a word?
That's a word.
What
And
does
that's
it
a
mean?
word I hear a lot. That's a dubious. Just a bit.
Scary,
No.
dangerous, scary,
Yeah.
like
Bit
a
unsure.
like a scary film. Dubious, very scary. Some of that, but then when you've come back and you've said, look, you started from nothing, like me also, because I started with nothing, then professional footballer, manager. Now I'm a top conservative donor, so give him a lot of money. Work my way up.
That's something. Again, that's something we can get on board with. If
Oh,
you
wonderful.
if you're looking for some sort of Listen, presumably this stays within these four walls.
This stays with the four walls between
And the assistant manager. This
yourself,
isn't
the
going out
assistant
anywhere.
managers.
So what I'm saying is, if you're looking to funnel money into the club through certain actions and betting markets for your Tory donor friends,
Mm-hmm.
I'm your guy.
Right. The odds on stuff. How are we gonna
So
put the?
listen. I don't know what sort of how deep you want to go down this rabbit hole, but as corrupt as you want to be, we're in.
Oh, listen, I'm very corrupt.
We're not exactly on the up and up.
Ah, now you're speaking my language. Spraggle. Rock. Now we understand each other, everyone. So, you're saying put the money in our...
What I'm saying is, if you on a Saturday, now I don't know what sort of control you've got of your dressing room, because looking at the amount of money that's coming on for you to be dismissed from the club, I can only assume it's a pretty dire circumstance at the moment. But if the players are still with you,
Mm-hmm.
if for example on a Saturday Joey Coley comes to you and he says,
Coley,
if Coley comes to you and we've spoken, but it has to come from you. So if he comes to you on a dressing room of a Saturday and says, listen, I'll get booked 55th minute, that window, have a little bit of a on it, we'll get a little bit of a back, and then that money can go where you need it to go. That's what we can do. But as I said, it has to come from the top. I can't be seen, as you must understand, to be getting involved with telling players deliberately do this, deliberately do that.
This will be
if
wiped.
It comes from you. My hands are clean.
Listen, history of this chat will be wiped. We're using a special server called Google Incognito. Understand?
Oh, untraceable. That's what I use.
Absolutely untraceable.
That's what I use. And Signal, I'm on Signal.
So what's Signals? So what sort of stuff can you bet on these days? Because back when I was a young betting man, it was, cause literally this was we're talking about the 40s and the 50s. They didn't even have goalposts.
Well, games moved on. It's a different game to you and I when we were young men that we used to watch and enjoy.
Say that again.
Games gone to a point, but there's still markets to be made. If the game evolves, we've evolved. So now, your traditional bookmakers, you're betting wins, losses. We do anything. Haircuts, boot manufacturers.
Yeah.
Injuries is a big one for us.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to go out and say, oh, Costolo, leave one in on him, knee high.
Leave it on knee high.
On the knee, above the knee.
Plays for Yorkshire Whites. Yeah, I know him. Good guy.
Above the knee.
Above
knee
him.
high.
Yeah,
above the knee on knee high. If you want to go
knee
in
high.
At knee height on knee high.
Ah, yeah.
Leave an injury for the
break his arm.
Break his arm.
Kick him in the kick knee high on the arm.
We pay out on anything.
If
he's injured, we pay out. That's not that we don't do compensation claims or anything like that. But if you're betting injury markets and you want one of your boys to go out there and do physical damage, that's something again that we can look into as a money maker for yourself.
Interesting. So you could even say, Spraggle, you could say, when the fun stops, stop, except it will not. You could even say, when the fun stops, start. When
the injuries stop,
bang.
Carry on.
When the fun, please gamble responsibly. Please.
Always do that, but also have fun.
But more importantly, everyone, have fun.
That's what we always say.
Right.
So let me know.
Interesting. So, what do you think about? Could you give me some odds off the top of your head? You come up with the odds. Is that you?
Well, that's what we. Well, yeah. I'm a bookmaker, so the book has to be made with the odds in it.
I am the one that makes
these days. It's mostly digital these days, so it's more of a spreadsheet maker, I suppose you'd call me.
Ah.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Okay. Odds
We've
on.
done some managerial sackings.
But I don't
Big
want to talk
favourite.
about that.
Big favourite.
The odds on. So if you could have like a throw in, that's when one will throw a ball from outside of the pitch directly onto. Have you seen it? Do you know
So that's
about
the
it?
white lines.
That's the white line.
Throw-ins, we do throw-in markets. 3-1 on there being a throw-in in a game.
Throw ons. Is it hot reef? Throw on, throw in, on. What was the bet? What was the odds?
Your assistant Super Freaky says there. Don't get too technical. And I tend to agree. I don't want to derail this with, the nitty gritty.
No, you don't want that.
If anything, but for tonight's games, for example, we're offering markets for a Pez United win, 2-1. For those of you who don't understand, if you bet on Pez United to win, that means if you bet £10, you lose £10.
Oh no, but you should win it, right? Because
Well, no, if you win, they'd win money. But that was just circling back around to the banter at the start, because you brought that in.
listen, I bring a lot of banter in Spraggle. I'm a classic Englishman. All right, I do things how they do, and I do it how and I do it how you want, and I'm not going to say sorry for that. And you strike me as a similar kind of.
Don't apologise for it, and I won't apologise for it.
I won't apologise if you
what
want.
I've seen in here today, disgusting.
Class, disgusting. That's
that.
That's Chuck to have a corner in the 18th minute. Say you can bet on that.
You can bet on anything. The more specific, the better. Like I said, it depends how much control you've got.
The more specific, the better.
So if you're saying to Schwartzy, if you're saying Schwartzy, own goal, 44 minutes 12 seconds, we can narrow that right down, and I can offer astronomical odds, because to the public we're saying 44 minutes and 12 seconds own goal from Schwartzy. What's the chances of that happening? It must be literally millions to one. That's never happening. So then we all have a little bet on it, or you lot all have a little bet on it, and then all of a sudden Schwartzy own goal 44 minutes 12 seconds.
Yeah, but he's got to look sad.
Other bookmakers.
He can't celebrate it, right?
And that's the big one. This doesn't leave this room, because what you've just mentioned, very illegal. Obviously, very illegal. But moneymaker.
That's very illegal.
Very illegal.
I've been in jail before.
What are you in for?
Assault.
Who did you assault?
Some guy, I don't know.
It's an unprovoked attack.
Yeah. What about you? You had a fight?
I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I've been in fights.
You a family man? Good family man, Spraggle?
Good family man. Family run company, as I said. My mum made that.
Ah.
My mum made that.
How many kids these days?
4 or 5? 4 or 5?
My daughter doesn't talk to me.
Off the top of my head? She doesn't.
No.
What happens?
Multiple things. There was a birthday party when she was 5 that I attacked. There was a lot of the other parents.
You were attacked.
I attacked the other parents. I was provoked. I was provoked.
Stolen cake. Party rings.
Party rings. Uppercut. See you later. Good night. Lights out. Say that again. Oh.
Justified.
Justified.
Just a ticket.
Yeah. And she said, "That's it. I'm not talking to you again."
Would you like us to offer we could do a market?
Yeah.
Family market. Odds on your daughter coming back into your life. 50-1. Because she hates you so much.
Yeah, but then she does
get really long odds on that.
But then you could make a lot of money if she forgets, maybe.
That's the bet, and that's betting, isn't it?
And that's football.
Sure. And that's the game.
It's the game of gambling, Spraggle. It's the game of chess. White v black. King to G4. What do you do? Come on.
Knight to d3.
Okay. Rook gives a little bow to d1.
Push pawn.
Yeah,
Push
I bet he
pawn.
did. I bet.
We sell that as well.
Right.
Different website.
Chest.
Chess.com. Chests.com.
What's the other one? There's rook, king,
Queen.
queen. Jack to
The jack and the ace.
the jack and the ace. To a1. Bob's your, and we're talking about a strike because you've taken the king, and people are
10 to
telling
1
me
on checkmate.
there's the cobbler, there's prawns. King me.
The cobbler, but he's a key cutter as well. They always are.
You know what? What you said there was a touch of absolute, a bit of class then.
Thank
And
you.
I don't say that lightly.
Thank you.
Lightly salted, am I right? Tesco's finest. Nice.
Red bag.
Red bag.
Odds on us working out a deal? Odds on a little something in the pipeline? You ring me?
10 to... Wait, what would be good odds? Wait. Odds on... Wait, let me get this.
Odds on or odds against?
Odds against. All right, so ask me the question again.
What are the odds of us getting a deal sorted out?
Good. Evens. That's what... 1 to 1. That's what I should have...
Even
All right,
Stevens.
Spraggle, I've got to get the boys back to training.
Well, good luck from a personal standpoint. Good
Listen,
luck for tonight's games.
Thanks.
From a professional standpoint.
And good luck on a overall standpoint. Look, your bantering's up to top levels. We've had a laugh. You know, we must get you over for a barbecue. I say us. I live alone in a mansion.
If your daughter's there, I'll be there.
Oh no, she doesn't talk to me.
Forget it.
Well, thanks a lot, Spraggle, and listen. We'll be in touch.
Good talking with you.
Bye. That was an absolute disgrace.